This is a guide on like basically all the basic things of the game because I've genuinely seen like a lot of people confused about like most of it. So I just thought maybe I should just make a video on it, just on everything from my knowledge of all the beginner stuff. I will explain now. If you are wondering how you can upgrade your weapons or even craft weapons, you have to go to this elevator right up here. It's like up the stairs, and by this NPC, go to this, it says interact, click it, and you do laboratory. And then when you're in here, you go over here. There's two tables. This table, you can craft and make weapons, and if your weapon is allowed, you can click this and upgrade it to V2. So let me switch it so you can see. We can go over here, click this, V2. This is how you upgrade it to V2 right here. And yeah, over here, you can switch out your weapons. It's only 2 slots. You can buy more if you really wanted to. Next is the Scalpel, which is primarily used for mastery for like some skills. I think like some skills like this one and then this one. You gotta talk to this guy back here. Just talk to him. And then you give you like a whole dialogue where you gotta be like a certain rank to get it for free, or you can buy it for like 5,000 or 500. I'm not sure how much it was, but it's one of those. From my knowledge, you get most drop items from doing normal missions. Just doing like hard missions. I think like any of these missions, I think it varies depending on which difficulty. So I recommend just doing hard if you can. Most of the refined materials are available to get through like doing boss battles. So I'll show where that is right now. So you go out of the CCQ base, you immediately go over here to this doorway, and then if you turn to your right, you see an NPC right here. You just talk to this person and you can like fight different bosses. Completing these will give you like a lot of materials from what I've seen, although it does cost like 5k, so you gotta have a lot of money for that. If you're wondering how to change your like weapon colors or just colors overall, maybe even customize your character, like how my eyes are like yellow and glowing, and how I have white hair and also highlights, you gotta click this button up here that looks like a shopping bag, and then you immediately click the Ghoul point exchange. Do not do any of this. This is Robux. You have to pay money for this. Okay, click this, and then it gives you a list of things you could do. You can wipe your character. You change your case, skin, face, hair, eyes, highlight, skill reset. Sometimes it's a little bit buggy to scroll, but you get it. So you have the primary color, secondary color, your weapons and stuff, even for ghouls. Now, if you want ghoul points, you can actually get those from events. I think you do get a lot of them from completing PDs, from my knowledge. Okay. And also speaking of PDs, you can actually get PD experience from doing events. So just doing events does give PD experience, but is not a lot. Honestly, just doing PDs are probably like the best option. Like if you don't want to deal with that and risk like losing your like character, just do normal events, I wouldn't risk it either, honestly. And also another thing that is proved, I've helped a few people even do this. Okay, if you join the Roblox group on Roblox, you get a free slot. If it doesn't show up, all right, you just wait like 5 minutes and it should be there. Just the game has to recognize that you have joined the group and you get a free character slot. Now, to understanding how to get V2, it really depends on the rarity of the Kagune and like how much RC you have. So the requirements are on the screen, like each one. Also, you do need to eat like a certain amount of frags for that Kagune. From what I know, it's like 15 frags that you need to eat for that Kagune. I do recommend eating Kagune sacks as well, because I did hear that that does help with it as well. Also, here is the list of the only Kagunes I currently know right now has V2. These are the only ones. Once you've hit all of the requirements, okay, you will need to eat someone that's 1/3 of your RC, not above, but below. So, hey, don't quote me on this. I'm not good at math. If you do like 400,000 divided by like 3, they'll give you like 100,033, right? So then you need to find someone with like 100,030k RC. If you're wondering how you can check your RC, it's actually really simple. Click P, okay? And then you can check, it'll say hospital right here. You know, just go in and you talk to this guy over here, interact with him, and then he'll tell you the amount. Right now I have like 400,000, and it changes. So you just keep going back. You don't have to like wait a certain time. You just check anytime you want. As for V2 controls, I should have all the controls for like all the platforms on the screen, but for PC, it is Control 2. There you go. Use like Control 2 to do it. And then if you want to go back, you do Control 1. Then you go back to first base. Now, if you want to change your Kagune, I'm pretty sure everyone knows this by now, but if you don't, you go back to the shop up here, and then you click Kagune type reroll. It costs like 20, but yeah, that's like the only way you can change it. There is no craftable Kagunes or like other ways of obtaining it. This is just the only way. That is like the whole crafting thing is only for CCG. One thing I did also want to say, this place is not as good for like mission doing. The only reason I say this is because if you actually go to Helter, it actually has better feeding than over there at Taiku. I know I said that wrong. It gives better feeding than that. It gives so much more. This is kind of just better to just do it down here than over there, because just how much it gives. Thank you for watching the video, and I will see you next time.